Hi everybody, today's session is going to be about leg pull, side bends with possibly some little hand exercises because it's such a lot of work on your wrists. So we'll probably finish off with some nice little exercises to get your wrists moving and your fingers. So we're going to start with your low level leg pull. Now many people have asked me over the years, why do we call it leg pull? Because it's so similar to plank that you would do in a yoga class. You will find out why as we go through it. The reason is because you add a little leg movement in, which makes it look like your leg is being pulled from behind. You can do it forward or back. We're going to just do front leg pull today. I'm going to take it right up to the advanced level. Obviously, if you think, oh no, can't do that, don't do it. Just go to where you feel you're comfortable. If you start to shake or tremble, stop. That's your body telling you enough. It can make you quite sore. We don't want that to happen. Remember, work always within your comfort range. Listen to your body. So we're going to start on your tummy. So lying on your front. Up onto the elbows. Making sure the elbows are underneath your shoulders. Hands one on top of the other in front of you. So looking straight down at the backs of your hands. Obviously you're not in a neutral position, so we need to get your spine into neutral. So use your core muscles. You have no option with this. Drawing the navel up, breathe in. As you breathe out, low level is just to literally lift your hips off the mat and hold and breathe. If it's a little bit sore across your lower back, then obviously come back down, have a breather, try again. It means you've not used your core muscles. If you find that's okay and want to take it a little higher, lift your hips. So you're just resting on your knees and your elbows. If you have sore knees, obviously go back to the previous option. Again, if you start to shake or tremble, come back down onto the thighs. You can go up and down through the positions if you want to, or you could pick one that you feel is comfortable and hold. Next level, tuck your toes under. Lift your knees. Very important to keep your neck in line with your spine and hold. Try and avoid this movement. Try and keep your spine in neutral. Slight pelvic tilt to release the pressure off your lower back. And breathe. If you start to get a bit shaky, come down. And when you think, oh, I can't manage anymore, then relax. Certainly gets your temperature up. Release into child pose for your back. How long you hold those positions for is up to you. I would aim for possibly 30 seconds, but no more. Don't try and build it up. Don't try and take it to the likes of 5 and 6 minutes. It's too much. It can put strain into the intercostal muscles, which are the muscles between your ribs. Try and do it so that you're using your core and not using your back. To take it up a level, we're going to do what I would do with intermediate and advanced, which is to come in to full plank position or press up position. Keeping your hips in line with your shoulders and your heels. So be aware you're not up here. Try and keep your shoulders above your wrists. Full leg pull is to lift one foot, press back on the other and replace and change. Try and breathe through it if you can. Note how high my leg is. It's not up to the ceiling. It's just above the other foot as I press back through the foot. Try and draw the shoulders down. And then release with a down dog. Push your tailbone to the ceiling, press your heels down towards the mat, head down between your arms. And down onto hands and knees. Breather with child pose. Okay, advanced version is to add an arabesque. I've done this with intermediates also. Back into plank, hold, lift one foot, then push up into an arabesque. Twisting at the waist, bend one knee and extend. Try and keep both arms straight and keep your shoulders square with your mat. Release back into plank, change feet. So push up into arabesque, twisting at the waist, bend, extend. Drop back into plank and put the foot down. To release, drop your hips to the mat, soften the elbows and look up. So taking a bit of pressure off the back. And press back into child pose to rest. Come out of your child pose, just circle the wrists a little bit just to loosen them up before we do the next one. So we're going to do some variations of side bend next. Side bend leads into side plank. So if you've not done side bend before, you need to try and line up your elbow with your hips and your heels. We'll start with your knees bent, stacking the joints. I'm out of breath after doing those leg pulls. Just bear with me while I get my breath back. Important position when you get into this position to do side bend is not to sink into the shoulder. Try and lift up out of the shoulders so you're making these muscles work here. Hand to your thigh. Now you're going to press into the knees, into your hand and elbow. Lift your hips and stretch the arm up and over and then release. Big stretch up and down. Imagine there's a piece of string attached to your hip, pulling it towards the ceiling. To make it harder, stretch that leg out, bring your knee up a little bit more, keeping the leg lined up. So think ankle bone, hip, shoulder and ear in alignment. Lift the breastbone slightly, ribs away from the mat, and push your hip to the ceiling. Breathing out and in. And down. If you want to take it up a level, back onto the hand. Make sure the hand is underneath your shoulder. You can keep that leg extended and repeat, coming up nice and high. Still thinking about pressing your hip to the ceiling. And down. Excellent. As you come down, watch you don't roll back. Try and keep that alignment down the side of the body. Perfect. Okay, full leg plank, side plank or side bend is to start with the foot bent in front of the bottom leg. Little bit of work through the arm, keep your shoulders in line, pressing through this foot, reach up, whoops, so she fallen over, and try again. And down. Not an easy one, as you can see. And down, and one more. And rest. Well done. Oh, let's do the other side. Give this side a rest. So remember, just do the ones you feel comfortable with. Line yourself up, elbow, hips and heels. Hand to your thigh, lifting the ribs away from the mat and stretch up and down. And 2 and 3. Harder option, extend the leg out. Make sure this elbow is underneath your shoulder. Hip Hips stacked, shoulders stacked. And 3. And 10. Excellent. Up onto the hand, fingers pointing away from you, hand underneath the shoulder. Still pressing into the knee and stretch up. Pushing the hip to the ceiling. Imagine a piece of string is attached to that hip, pulling you up. And 3. Full side bend. We'll have a go, see if we can get it better this side. Whew, getting quite warm now, so getting a bit sweaty, which is not a bad thing. Helps burn the calories. Pressing into the foot and into the hand, arm out. And reach to push your hip up. So forming that side bend movement. And one more. And rest. Oh, well done. Come up into a sitting position, sitting cross-legged. We'll do a mermaid stretch to release your obliques. So one arm up and over. And repeat to the other side. And rest. Obviously, I don't expect you to do all those different levels of those exercises. Find the one that suits you best and do up to 5 or 6 repetitions. I did 3 of each, I think, more or less on the side bend ones. If you prefer the first level, stick with the first level. Try 6 to 8 repetitions. Or just do what you can. Watch you don't feel it in the shoulders. Try and keep them back and down. If your wrists are starting to object a little bit, as mine are, put your hands together, interlace your fingers. Bring your forearms together, lift them up in front, and just rotate your wrists. And change direction. So just loosening off all those muscles in your wrists and forearms, taking the pressure off the joints. And then give them a shake. Flick your fingers as if you were flicking water at somebody. And give them a shake again. Do some circles in both directions. And then putting your fingers and thumbs together. Interlace the fingers, turn your palms out and stretch the hands away from you. Draw the shoulders down your back, float them up above your head if you can, still drawing the shoulders down. And release. One last little exercise for your fingers, which you can do at any time. You're probably doing a lot more computer work or using your phone than you would do normally, so your fingers get a little bit stiff and a little bit sore. So if you put your little fingers and thumbs together on both hands and then move your thumb to your ring finger, your middle fingers, your first finger or your index finger and back again as quickly as you can. If you want to be clever, try and go the same direction with each hand. So one hand, thumb and index finger, the other hand, thumb and little finger, and then change. You can't watch to see what you're doing because you'll lose the coordination, but try and do that as quickly as you can. Oh, I've lost it. Keep it going and try and get a little bit faster. If you think, oh, can't do that, go back to doing the same finger on each hand. Give the hands a shake to finish. Oh, that's better. Just loosens the shoulders off nicely. Hope you've enjoyed my little session on leg pull and side bend. Do what you can, remember, don't go mad. Join in with some of the other sequences that we've been putting online to make a nice little routine. Maybe half an hour, including those because they're quite challenging. Take care everyone. See you later. Bye.